of citizenship. It speaks to the issue of counting everyone because everyone matters. And so it's also critically important that at this time when we are thinking about rolling out how we are going to count our individuals in New York and across this country, it's critically important that individuals understand that the enumeration of individuals is directly tied to how many congressional representatives we have in our state. So it's important that we get an accurate count. Two, it's important that we get an accurate count because it's tied to how many funds we get from Washington, D.C. And so no one should be excluded. And so it's really critically important that as we begin to count individuals, that everyone pay particular attention to the census and not be distracted by the misinformation that this administration is shedding that is spreading all throughout the state of New York. Because there are individuals who are undocumented right now who are hiding in the shadow, afraid of government, not going to school, not going to work, and not opening their door and thinking that government is the enemy. And it's up to all of us, if we believe in our basic values, and if we believe in certain principles, that all of us matter and that all of us should be counted, that we reach out to those individuals and let them know that we are their friends and their allies and we stand with them. And that all of us get involved and be a part of the count. Two, most recently, I want to thank again Senator Bklyn Montgomery, and I want to thank Assemblymember Lental. I put forward in Albany a legislative agenda, and one of the legislative agendas include a law which would ban discrimination against immigrants. Individuals, as most of you know, undocumented individuals, oftentimes employers use their status as a means to harass them. And most recently, we settled a case where an employer basically told at least, I believe it was 10 or 15 employees that they could not get back pay. He fired them, said, I'm not going to give you back pay, I'm going to report you all to ICE. That is illegal. And now, as a result of, again, the work of the legislature, they passed the law, which was the Attorney General's law, and there are penalties associated with that. And I am so glad that the legislature decided to step up. Standing up for immigrants at the border. We've also stood and joined with a number of individuals protecting the rights of immigrants. And last but not least, we are in the midst of negotiating or perhaps considering litigation. There is, as you know, we recently lost a case, and that was a case where the President of the United States wanted to use funds to build the wall. Where did those funds come from? Those funds came from law enforcement. And so there were certain pots of money that were primarily for law enforcement that this president diverted to build a wall which is totally unnecessary, and a wall of his own making, and a wall that should be challenged. And so we are again, considering our options with respect to that provision, because we believe that those funds should have been directed to law enforcement, particularly at a time when there are great needs in this state and in this nation. And so all that I can say to you is stay tuned.